Oh my god, is this thing fun, huh? This is the pedalpcb.com organ donor something. It's based off the EQD organ grinder, I don't know. Basically, it's trying to emulate an organ pedal for your guitar. And it does it somewhat, but it's so much more to that to me. It's just a great, fun, inspiring pedal. And of course, like every time I play it, I just start going through like my favorite theme songs, because it's just has that kind of keyboardy, synthy kind of sound, and it's a really kind of a fun pedal. So it's a FE1 style pedal, so it's using that FE1 chip, and you have to try to solder that thing in. So for anyone looking to build this pedal, it's not too hard, but it has that little, you know, SMD soldering that can be quite the challenge. And then for story time, this one might be a little long, but I gotta tell this story about this painting, okay? So every time I think of like an organ, I always think of like the old church lady, you know, like hammering away on the organ. And my wife's gonna be so pissed if she watches this. So my wife drags me to church, right? This one time, and you know, the band's up there and they're giving it, and the church that she goes to has got such a great band. And this lady in front of us is she's giving it, right? She's singing so hard, and I mean, I'm so like timid and stuff, like when it comes to singing, that I mean, I was like just blown away by her, but she's very off key, right? And it's just like, ooh, but she's giving it, right? And it sounds so good. So I just kind of thought she sounded like if someone had stepped on a bird. And then that is what inspired the artwork for this pedal, is, you know, that kind of response. So, okay, that's a little fun story time for everybody. And let's get into some sounds. So today I'm using the Stratocaster. I got some pedals on the ground, but mainly it's just the Yodeler for some reverb and delay. And let's do this with the old organizer. Alright, so that's my theme song sound. And one thing that's really neat here is, okay, we have a lag control and the choir control. Those are, to me, like the odd ones out of this thing that make it more different than just your standard octave control. Because that's really what this is. If we turn down this, your direct sound is like a blend. If we turn this all the way up, right, and we just turn up the octave sound, we're just going to get an octave up guitar. Which is just cutting as all hell. And the same could be said for the bass. So we'll turn that down. We're going to get one octave below and be able to do some bass stuff. To me, it actually kind of sounds more like a stringed bass, but it's pretty neat. So then when we blend those two, and then we get in our original sound, which we'll just put that at 50-50. And what I think is so neat about this is I've actually used it direct. Like when I track solos, I will put this on and say I have like a fuzz underneath. And that tracks really well, and you know, it kind of adds a whole other dimension to a solo. So that's pretty neat. Now, when I said about the lag control and the choir control, the lag sets up like a micro delay kind of thing. So that's what that's doing, is delaying that choirs or that organ sound on your guitar. And I don't like it. I just got to be honest with you. Like, when you turn it up like this, I don't see the use for it a lot, but what I have noticed is that if I keep it kind of low, it still works and it sounds good. The one thing that is kind of fun is if we throw in this choir. Now the choir sound to me is more like a just like a chorusing kind of thing, like a shimmer to it. Like, how ridiculous is that you can get that sound with a guitar? And what we'll do is we'll turn this chorus up, and I don't know. I don't even know what kind of sounds we could do. What other kind of theme song could we dare do? The Dark Lord himself. I mean, it tracks well. 13th chord. It sounds cool, guys. This is a really fun pedal, and I highly recommend. SD card full. So I gotta buy a new SD card.